Hi, this is Marc Morrell and
Greg Tyler
from Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, and we're here at New York Comic Con 2016. We're talking about Voltron Legendary Defender. We just saw the Season 2 preview panel, and when is Season 2 coming out, Greg?
January 20th, 2017.
And when are the toys coming out?
January 2017.
That's right. We're going to get Playmates toys in January 2017 along with Season 2. We're about ready to interview the cast and crew of Voltron Legendary Defender, including Jeremy Shada,
Bex Taylor-Klaus,
Joaquim dos Santos,
Lauren Montgomery,
and Tim Hedrick. So join us here on Let's Voltron.
Let's Voltron.
And we're here with Bex Taylor-Klaus, who plays Pidge in Voltron Legendary Defender. And we're here at New York Comic Con 2016, and I'm Marc Morrell, and this is
Greg Tyler.
And we're here with Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast. Can you say Let's Voltron?
Let's Voltron.
All right. That was awesome. So you've got the Han Cholo pendant on.
I do. I have the Han Cholo pendant on, the little green lion pendant, and I love it.
Is that yours or yours to keep?
Oh, it's mine now.
Okay, because you guys showed off some of the toys, too, from the panel.
That was so cool.
So
Toys.
yes. And also, I was wondering if you guys have like a contest between your castmates about who has the most cosplay at these conventions.
Oh, we're about to. We're about to have this contest. So far today, I think Shiro might be winning. From what I've seen, I don't know. But I think Pidge is definitely creeping up there.
Okay. And of course, we've got some questions from Greg.
So Marc did a lead-in about the new Voltron toys. Have you ever had an action figure before, and what's it like?
I've never had an action figure before, and it's really cool. I've always wanted to be a cartoon character, and I've always wanted to be a toy, and now I get to be both, all in one swoop.
Now that the Voltron Paladins know that Pidge is female, Katie Holt, is Pidge a nickname now, or is it something more?
I don't want to say too much because you will find out where Pidge came from. You're going to find out a little bit more about Pidge and what led her to Voltron, what led her to being Pidge. And I don't want to say too much, but it's really sweet, and I like it.
Well, we're looking forward to much bigger and better stuff in Season 2, and more to come from Pidge. We've already seen a few clips from the panel, but we can't tell everybody about those yet. So
I can say one thing. They're awesome.
Yes. They are awesome, and so are you. So thank you for joining us on Let's Voltron.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, we're here at New York Comic Con 2016 with Joaquim dos Santos and Lauren Montgomery, executive producers of Voltron Legendary Defender. And we just saw the Season 2 preview panel, and we're completely excited.
Wow, awesome. Yeah, we're excited to be here. We're super excited, yeah.
Yeah, we were thrilled to be able to share the second episode of Season 2 with everyone, and I think it was just a great way to kick off the panel. Everyone kind of got reacquainted with those characters and back in the world.
Now, do you guys feel like, even though this is only Season 2 coming up on January 20th, that you can really push the limits of the animation and everything else, you know, going into maybe Seasons 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think the cool thing about this show is that it's officially like a road show now, so they're going to explore the universe. Everything's going to open up. We go to new worlds, we get new aliens, we get new races, and of course with that comes, you know, opening up the characters and finding more out about them as well. So, I mean, I think everything just gets kind of bigger and better as the series continues.
Yeah, what he said.
Now, do you feel also that having the toy line come out also as well and having all this merchandise, which is great for the fans of Voltron, do you think that'll add to, you know, the viewership of the show?
I hope so. I hope that, you know, children who might just see it in the toy aisle, who hadn't necessarily known it was on Netflix, might see these super awesome lion toys and just want to go check it out. But more than that, I expect a lot of fans of the show to go just raid those toy aisles and just take all those toys.
So in opening up the universe in Season 2 and exploring more concepts, and I would imagine you could go a lot more crazy in left field than you might have done in Season 1. In throwing around ideas, what are some of the things that might have been off the table as too crazy? Is anything too crazy in Voltron Legendary Defender?
I mean, you know, we ride the line sometimes because, you know, we ultimately make shows that we want to watch. And sometimes content that we want to watch, you know, if you were to look at like, you know, some of the Marvel movies, if you cut out the superheroes, you know, Winter Soldier is a political thriller. So some people would argue like that's kind of heady for kids. And I think sometimes, you know, we tend to kind of like lean into that a bit. And there's times when we have to pull back and keep in mind like, hey, ultimately these are lions that form a robot and do a lot of fighting, and we got to sort of stick a little, err a little bit more on the side of making a show that's fun and enjoyable. We never wanted to lose that, but we can kind of get lost in like the drama and the sort of world building of everything.
That's very true. The stuff that we end up having to pull back on is the least crazy stuff. It's the stuff that isn't crazy. It's, we want to explore these characters' demons in their past, and they're like, or they could form Voltron and fight something and make sure everyone's entertained. Like, okay, or that, we can do that. Yeah. So,
great. Well, we want to thank you for joining us on Let's Voltron at New York Comic Con, and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you so much.
Great seeing you guys.
Thank you. Hi, this is Marc Morrell from Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, and I'm here with Greg Tyler.
Hi.
And I'm here with Jeremy Shada.
Hey, it's good to be back, man.
And we're talking about Voltron Legendary Defender. We just saw the preview panel for Season 2. Yes, how has fan reaction to Lance as a character affected you?
It's been great, man. Honestly, just seeing people like really take to him and love his humor, and even though he's kind of a jerk sometimes, it's like a funny, lovable jerk, and just the fact that they've been loving just the whole show in general too is awesome, and I'm stoked to see where he goes in Season 2. He'll obviously still have that very flirtatious Lance vibe going forward, but he'll have a little bit more responsibility and some leadership qualities coming out too, but it'll be great.
Okay. All right, thank you for joining us on Let's Voltron.
Sure, totally.
Here we are.
Here we are with Tim Hedrick, head writer for Voltron Legendary Defender. Yeah. Together again, that's right. You've got some powerful stuff on your finger there.
Out, baby. Yeah, this is the Han Cholo is making these awesome rings, and I got a hat too. This is a new era hat. These are going to be available. Fans should start buying these by the dozen, I would say, if not more.
Do you think it's a positive thing that all this merchandise is now coming out, including the toys in January?
Oh, yeah, I love merch. Who doesn't? I mean, that's why everybody comes to Comic-Con, right? So you want to see some panels and you go buy a bunch of stuff. And so now we have it. You can get your comic books, you can get your rings, you get your hats, you get, posters, the whole deal.
And you can help, sort of act out your scenes using the toys, right?
That's right, yeah. I mean, that's the best part, right? Everybody wants to play with toys.
Now, I noticed you're wearing green. You have a ring. Are you the Green Lantern of Voltron?
I'm very close, yeah. I can manufacture weapons with my mind. I choose to not to do that now.
Okay.
Use my powers for good.
So moving into the series, how has watching the series influenced how you've written this series?
Not as much as you would think, because the way just animation works, the writing happens so long before the production that by the time the show is done, all the writing, for the future episodes is also, it's just you're kind of chasing your tail that way. So, I mean, what's fun is to come out to cons and watch it with the fans, because that's really like seeing it for the first time. And that's when you see, people going, oh, I want to see that big Sonic thing that Lance just made, and stuff like that. So that's really fun. But it doesn't really have that big of an effect. We're kind of all already down the road on the writing.
Well, we got to wrap it up here, but can you give us a favor and do us a Let's Voltron?
Yeah, Let's Voltron!
All right. Thank you very much.